Hello, everybody. It's Jeremy,
And Jay.
and we're back with more Final Fantasy IX. So we are like right at the end of Disc 3. So I'm gonna try to make sure we pick up where we left off and get this show on the road. So a place to call home. We found out that Zidane's an Aewean.
Aewean?
An Aewean. Is the stone for barbecue?
Yes. What?
Oh yes. Please lick the magical stone. It's very salty. Wow. I'm always myself. Everyone looks the same to someone from another race. I don't think that that's actually the case. Oh, fuck. Thank you for that stellar piece of wisdom. Okay, onwards. Home is where the heart is. Jay, how you been?
Man, I'm good. Still
Yeah.
playing a lot of Elden Ring. Started playing some triangle strategy. Been good. It's just been a good old gaming day.
Really want to play triangle strategy. I'm not gonna jump the gun or anything though. Like I've learned my lesson from the past of jumping into new games before I finish the scheduled old games.
Yeah, I was telling Jeremy about a certain unfortunate situation that I had experienced.
Oh yeah, on your
Yeah.
That really though, that does knowing that there is an AI in triangle strategy that is more refined than just walk up to closest or weakest or lowest HP, character and hit them, is good. It's really good.
like they have high ground damage, and archers will absolutely try to get high ground.
Seek it out.
Yeah,
Nice.
they will absolutely try to get high ground.
That's pretty cool.
There's also flanking.
Oh yeah.
And
Well, yeah, no.
enemies
So I've played the demo, so there's a couple of like
then you
little
would know, yeah.
things that I'm aware of. Yeah. I don't know why I was like, oh yeah. Like,
Yeah.
hmm. Interesting. Okay, so after that we need to gotta see a bunch of like ATE.
A bunch?
Well, not a bunch, but more than we normally would. We gotta basically like ATE Zidane around the place.
Gotcha.
The hell is this place? So, this is fucking random shit to talk about, right? Like as we go through this part of the game. But one of the streamers that I watch just recently, and by just recently I mean yesterday, started Wild Arms for the first time.
The first time.
For the first time ever, right? She does only she plays only retro games, and she only plays on original hardware. That's like her shtick, and she plays no spoiler, completely unassisted first time playthroughs of games. That's what she does. So she started Wild Arms the other day and agonized at the start of the game over which character to pick. Right?
Oh, bless her heart.
And it was such a satisfying moment because she ended up picking Cecilia, right? And going through that whole motions and figuring things out and doing, blah 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 blah, right? Great, fantastic. But then finally finishing that part and then getting the
being like,
I get to play all of them, kind of moment.
Like, now you gotta pick between the other two.
So it was a satisfying moment, satisfying reveal. Yeah. Fucking, they're talking about some depressing shit.
It's kind of saddening what can be considered retro these days, because by textbook definition, if it's 20 years old, it's retro.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Any game that came out the year I graduated in 2002 is now considered retro.
Yep. You are correct, sir.
I hate it.
Well, is what it is.
Let's look. Games that came out.
Oh, I love this idea. Please, what came out in 2002? I'm very excited.
Metroid Prime, the first one.
Oh, wow. Really?
Mario Sunshine.
Okay.
Metroid Fusion. Wow. Eternal Darkness. Ooh, that's a good one. Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Vice City is now considered retro?
Retro, yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, the first Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
PlayStation
wow.
2 came out in 2002.
First Kingdom Hearts.
Harmony of Dissonance, Castlevania.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Not so far we're not hitting a lot of strong ones for me.
Legend of Zelda Wind Waker was 2002. That was
Wind
actually
Waker's good. That's a good game.
The remake of Resident Evil for the GameCube came out. A lot of stuff came out that year. Good lord. And I'm only like I'm looking at the list and I'm only calling out things that
you still yet to call out anything that I really cared about.
Time Splitters 2, that was a pretty
Waits where the
big
souls sleep, the floating castle where souls bide their time until their restoration. Pandemonium.
Pandemonium.
You're dumb, Zidane.
Oh god, that's depressing. And now I'm looking at the best-selling games of 2002. The number one selling game in 2002 was Vice City. Fine.
Okay, sure.
The second one, Madden 2003 NFL. Guys, step. What the fuck?
Oof.
Its revenue was 115 million total sales that year.
115 million.
Which is not even as much as Elden Ring got in within, what was it, just after 2 weeks? Got 170 million? Woo!
Pretty sure Elden Ring took a lot more to make than a Madden game from 2002, though.
Oh, I know. I'm not even gonna get into
just saying, like.
Oh no, I ain't gonna disagree. Notable releases: Dark Arena, Parappa the Rapper 2. came out in 2002? What? No, it didn't.
Did it not?
It did. Grandia 2.
Oh, That's a good one. Grandia 2 is a good one.
Grandia 2 is now a retro game.
Interesting.
Jet Set Radio Future. Wow. Jet Set Radio. Ooh, Fatal Frame. That's cool.
Fatal Frame's a good one.
Yeah. The first Fatal Frame came out in 2002.
Lippo is not snoring next to me. I don't think she's asleep. I think she's just breathing. But it sounds like she's snoring.
Let's hope.
She's so removed. She's like, "How dare you touch me?"
Wow. The GBA release of Breath of Fire 2 came out in 2002. Felt like that came out before then, but I guess not.
Yeah.
That was the first time I think we actually got Breath of Fire 2, period.
Yeah.
Like, we never got the SNES version. And still haven't to this day. Morrowind came out. Tactics Ogre, the Knight of Lotus.
That came out in 2002?
That was a GBA title.
Tactics Ogre came out in 2002.
I'm looking. Yep. It came out in North America. It was actually came out in 2001 in Japan.
Wow.
Yeah, Knights of Lotus was 02.
Dear Lord. That does not like mesh in my mind as like the same time frame as like something like Vice City.
Right?
Like,
isn't that crazy? Final Fantasy 11. It's Final Fantasy's first foray into online. Was in 2002, and that is considered retro now.
Yeah, that should have been considered retro for the last 15 years, just saying. Final Fantasy, I played the crap out of 11 when it launched, because I basically just spent all of my time at a friend's house constantly playing that game. We did something called the sleep cycle, where either someone would always be awake playing the game, basically.
Okay.
That's just what we did. Someone would always be awake playing the game.
The first Shantae game for Game Boy Color we got. That's crazy.
Really?
Uh-huh. I don't really like that game, but I do like all the others.
You don't like the first one?
Yeah, the first one did not age well.
Okay. Fair enough. We need to go save roll. I guess we don't really need.
Onimusha
We'll
2.
Save because I don't know when the next chance we actually get to hard save is.
Ooh, Mega Man Zero. I like that game. That's a good one. There's a lot of GBA releases in 2002. This must have been in the heyday for the GBA.
The heyday for the GBA.
GBA. Yep, there's Harmony of Dissonance. Great game. Great game.
Harmony of Dissonance is
where you play as Juiced Belmont.
I don't remember that one.
I think is that the one Juiced? Harmony of Dissonance. It's either that or Nathaniel. That's Circle of the Moon. Yep, that's Juiced.
I don't know that I ever played Harmony of Dissonance, actually. I think the first Castlevania game that I played on GBA was Aria of Sorrows.
Yep, and that's the best one. Like, hands down. Like,
It's a really good one, yeah.
Circle of the Moon and Harmony and Dissonance are still worth playing, but they're no sorrow.
All right.
Legaia 2, that's cool. Dual Saga, that came out.
Legaia 2 came out. What the fuck is
In
my
2008.
life?
It came out October 1st.
That feels so incorrect.
I like being able to talk about games and just pull it out.
Absolutely not. My goodness.
Wild Arms 3.
Wild Arms 3 came out at that point.
This is a shit ton of games.
In just a single year? Yeah, right?
Yeah, October 15th, 2002, Wild Arms 3.
See that?
Mario
Wild
Party
Arms 3,
4.
I think Wild Arms 3 actually might be a better game than Wild Arms 1 and 2. Don't quote me on that, but it is a really good game, and I think it gets overlooked compared to a lot of the other ones.
Suikoden 3!
That's... I think... so, I love that game. I think my memory of that game is better than the game actually is. Probably.
Maybe. It's one of those games, if you go back and play it again, you'd be like, uh-oh.
I think so. I don't think it would be problematic, necessarily. Like, I don't think I'd be like, oh, that didn't age well. I think I'd be more like, it was just okay. You know?
Yeah, and it's fine. Games can be just okay.
It can be.
Kind of like how Xenogears is just okay.
Oof. Fighting words.
It's not. That second disc completely ruins the fucking game. Oh.
Oh, fuck.
The fuck is Elder Scrolls 3 Tribunal?
I don't fucking know what the fuck that is.
Like Morrowind also came out in 2002, but apparently so did Tribunal.
I don't fucking know what that is. Alright, let's do the shit.
Hey, Sonic Mega Collection. Great game. Alright, so when it comes to, like, collection games, I feel like a lot of times Dev will skip out or be skimpy or, like, kind of, like, really, like, lowball ya. But Sonic Mega Collection, that has a shit ton of games in it. Even things that weren't Sonic. There were some things Sonic adjacent, like Flicky, but it also had, like, Comic Zone
Yeah.
and shit, like...
Sometimes it can be that way.
Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil Remake came out the same year? Fucking Capcom, what you doing? How'd y'all do that?
They're over here just like...
Resident Evil 0 is just okay, though. Metroid Fusion, I think I mentioned that. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, I've spent a lot of time in that game. Why do I play... Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance came out on both PS2 and GameCube. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance.
Wow. I put a lot of time into that game. That actually fits in my time in my mind correctly because I was in high school when I was playing that game. That was like at the beginning, and I graduated in 05, so like And but before I graduated, I was playing Dark Alliance 2. And another set of games around that same time was Champions of Norath and Champions of Norath 2. I played the shit out of those games. Actually, I don't know if I think I've talked to you about this, but I went back to those not too long ago, just a couple years ago. And it's a little rough. It's a little hard. The controls are really painful.
That's unfortunate. Garland.
Yarland?
Garland.
Wow.
Also, here's a notable game I think we both put a bunch of hours into. Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah, fair amount.
Yep.
I was never as into fighters as I think a lot of my friends have been. But Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is one of those games that's just like, it's such a frequent party game that I've ended up playing a crap ton of it. So. It was never... It was big in our group, but it fit in the same like role as like, it was big in our group like Soul Calibur was big in our group, but it was never as big as Smash. Any of the iterations of Smash were always like the biggest.
Melee.
Yeah, Melee specifically, absolutely. But dear Lord Jesus, like that was the party game.
Man, I gotta tell you, I don't think there is a genre of video games that I both really like and am bad at like fighting games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just I like fighting games, but I'm either middling or worse. I've never been good at a fighting game.
Sure. I think for me, that's probably shooting games, right? Like there are very few shooting games that I am even okay in, and almost none that I am actually good in, and zero that I am great in. So like, but I really do like shooting games. I like playing like a lot of different varieties of shooting games.
I had a time. There was a time in my life that I was really
in college, Halo 2, where we actually did like LAN party competitions, and but the thing was I would be on winning teams quite frequently, but I wasn't on winning teams because I was just the best, super awesome Twitch reflexes or anything like that. I would be on winning teams because I was able to, I had such good map awareness, and my ability to envision 3D spaces is really fucking good. So like I would be able to be like, I know exactly where everyone is basically at any given time, just because I'm like, all right, well, you just killed so and so over there. Where are you gonna go? You're gonna be walking this direction. In 3 seconds, you're gonna be around this fucking corner. Doot, blat. You know? So.
Yep. Back in my day, I was really into
Unreal
Tournament. Yep, Unreal Tournament was big. Like within groups of friends that wasn't online, I played a shit ton of multiplayer in GoldenEye and Time Splitters 2.
Yeah, fair amount of GoldenEye.
A lot.
Not Time Splitters 2 was not really on my docket. A fair amount of GoldenEye, and then a crap ton in college. A crap ton of Halo 2. Crap ton of Halo 2.
I can't even express how much Unreal Tourney I played.
Yeah.
Game of the Year edition. Not that it needs that specification, but
of course
like
it does.
Ever since that time, I don't know. I like PvE multiplayer shooters, and I like single player shooters. I have gotten to the point that I do not like PvE or PvP shooting.
This is not for y'all. This is not a treat for y'all.
Then why are you holding it up?
because they heard me rustle the bag, and they're like, "Is that a treat? Is that a treat for us?"
Mhm.
So I got to show it to them. Did you miss your favorite part? What's your favorite part? Oh, so how's it going, Mayokai?
Yep. And the last game I think worth mentioning that came out in 2002
Nice.
was Lunar Legends, the demake for Game Boy Advance of Lunar 1.
That was in when? 2002?
2002. Feels like it was older. It wasn't.
Wow.
Yep. Maokai, we just went through a list of all the notable games that came out in 2002 because apparently anything that is 20 years old is considered retro, and bam, everything in 2002 is now considered retro. So that's weird because that's the whole what, 5th generation? That's like all the 5th generation games.
I love that freaking Zidane's responses. Kuja, he doesn't even have a tail.
Okay,
What
stop.
the fuck?
Don't say that shit.
Oh no, PS2 is older than the SNES was when the PS2 came out. Ouch.
I still have a complete in box PS2, by the way. I have 2 PS2s. I got one PS2 that's complete in box, and I got another one that's not a complete in box, but has the NIC cards still installed on it. It was the PS2 I was actually using to play like PS2 Mortal Kombat games. It was terrible, but awesome.
Even the PS3 and 360 are retro. Shots fired. I think it really just depends on the definition of retro that you are utilizing. Jay is utilizing the 20 years old definition. So,
how old does something need to be retro? All right, so retro is 20 years old. What is vintage? 40 years old.
vintage is 40. Ugh.
40 years old.
Okay, well, at least we don't have to worry about that for
Vintage
a
video
while
games.
longer. Right? When we get to the point to where all the games we know and love are vintage, then I'm gonna feel ancient. You know?
So here's the thing. That was 1982, which means there were video games out at that time, but that was right before the video game crash in 1983, right?
Yeah.
So when we get into the third generation of gaming, when the NES brought it back after the crash, like, that shit's about to be like a real thing.
Here's the thing, though. I don't have much of a attachment to the NES, right? Like, to the NES. So I'm good for a while. It's when we start getting into the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis, that's when I'm gonna start having an issue. Like, when that shit starts becoming vintage, then I'm gonna have some problems.
Hell yeah, they are. For now, until they start fighting.
Yeah. Which is at any moment.
Yep. A few more years, and NES is going to be considered vintage. Woo! When did Tennis come out on that That was like the first video game ever. The first video game ever. What was that? It was before Pong, right?
I don't know.
Like, it was even before Pong. Yeah, it was called Tennis for Two.
Filling the void with the souls of Terra. To speed the cycle of souls is to speed the work as a whole, thus war. In time, Gaia's souls are gone, and Gaia becomes Terra.
1958 was when Tennis for Two was created.
58. Dear Lord.
1958. Yeah.
There's a whole era of gaming, right? The first and second generation, right? That it is not a thing in my mind. Like, I know it exists, but it means nothing to me, and I know of like 3 titles from it.
There's second gen right there.
Right? Like, I just no. It's just
I
got
so
nothing.
Old. I owned and played an Atari 2600 on the regular.
No. Absolutely.
I don't have any like what was it called? Valtrex? What is it? God. A ColecoVision? I think that was like a first generation console. It was like a ColecoVision.
Like Commodore 64. No,
Yeah,
that's
Commodore.
later.
Well, so
That's
here's
like-
the thing. Commodore's a computer. Like,
That's a different thing. Boxed
that's
Atari
back when
2600
games were
in the
stored on
basement.
cassette tapes and all that.
In television. Dear Lord. Y'all, hey, y'all be nice.
In television, yes, that was another one. There was a firefight. I told you, man. Until they start fighting.
The light remains Gaia's for now. When the
Much
blue changes into
complete in
crimson,
box.
all will belong to Terra.
Charming.
Say what?
2600. How much does a complete in-box Atari 2600 cost? Me 600 system. Complete in box is about $125. That's not bad. If you can find a brand new, never been open Atari, that's only $300.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I guess
Very
it's just,
fair.
I feel
Very
like that's probably not because there are so many of them. It's probably just because, like, there's not a lot of people looking for that, you know?
Yeah.
That's definitely a demand scenario rather than a
I
supply
will
scenario.
say there is a heavy sixer edition of the 2600 that, if you can get brand new, is worth $4,000.
Okay.
Now that's and there's a bunch of editions apparently, but they're all in the few hundred range. But that heavy sixer, is there a picture of what a heavy sixer looks like? It looks just like a fucking Atari. Like, what? Whoa, that's weird.
Oh, that was a nice statement. He goes, I am the new angel of death, yours. That was a pretty nice clapback. I like that.
So something happened with this Atari. So it was what is that? Is that all time? Yeah, it's
Wow,
all
really,
time.
Mayokai? That's interesting.
the console was only like brand new. This Heavy Sixer was only worth like $370, and then something happened because I'm looking at the graph. Something happened in October 2021, and its value skyrocketed to $4,000. Like it just in a matter of like 2 or 3 months, it just boom.
Okay, so to build off of Myokai's idea, the 3 warehouses that had several thousand in them that were known about, they all like got destroyed in a fire. And then all of a sudden everyone was like, "Oh shit, there's none left." And now they're super valuable. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
The body becomes a vessel which greets a new soul. Lippo, that's you. Aw, she's like, I'm done with this shit.
Gone. She out.
Those pesky command phrases that turn us off. Shit.
He is a true sleeper agent. You say the words and he goes to sleep.
Right? The best.
It's fucking stupid. Shrugging down. Ooh-ja.
Kuja.
Kuja.
Kuja. Excuse me?
Squeeze me? Squeeze me?
Not the
Where
chair.
is this? Why was this room created?
Specifically to rewire genomes. I don't know.
Some H.R. Geiger or Giger stuff.
This is the part you like, you think? Oh. Many people told me that.
Oh no, I'm starting to get flashbacks to just disc 2 of Xenogears. It's just text, black screen, people standing around. Oh hell yeah, this is a great song.
Very becoming of.
I like the part when the electric guitar kicks in. Like the percussion is starting to warm up.
They played this live when you saw Distant Worlds a few years ago with Faye. That's awesome. Be awesome. There it goes. There you go, Jay. Imagine, if you will, for a moment. Hold on to your emotions while we're in this situation, right? Imagine, if you will, this actual moment in a remade Final Fantasy IX, full cinematic, right? That would be with this music, right?
Or like an orchestral
like a
version.
full, yeah, exactly, right? Like a full
the version
orchestral
that Malachi
version.
and Faye listen to.
That would be so fucking good.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
yeah.
I would have loved to have gone to Distant Worlds.
I thought, wasn't that something that you were like?
No, it was
looking
a
at doing?
Zelda.
Huh?
It was a Zelda orchestra.
Yeah.
That I went to.
Well, I mean, you went to whatchamacallit with us or with me.
That was Play.
Yeah.
and play was good. I don't think that was like that wasn't like just one.
No, it was just a bunch of SquareSoft shit, or a bunch
Yeah,
of...
it was
or-
yeah.
Well, wait, it wasn't even just SquareSoft stuff, because there was like Silent Hill music in that, and Blue
Yeah, I
Dragon
was about to say,
music.
it wasn't dedicated to just one game.
Yeah.
And I remember when we were there, like we actually, you know, the applaud at the end, they actually came out and do an encore, and it was just they just did One Wing Angel a second time.
Yeah,
You know, like,
basically.
come on.
I mean, that audience kind of went the fuck off when One Wing and Angel happened. though,
Yeah.
So I can understand.
But yeah, I remember. I still have my tickets to that. It's on a magnet on my fridge.
I remember what happened when we came back.
Oh yeah, I got pulled over for speeding.
Yeah. And we were all fucking dead in the middle of the goddamn night. All of us, like, passed the fuck out in that car.
Yeah, it was late. I wanted to get back.
Horrendous. I'm walking drunk. First
I
time you
think that
saw
was
Disney
like,
World.
what?
in
That had to be
Columbus.
like in 2006.
Held up flashcards
2006
with the lyrics to One Wing Angel for the audience to sing along. Really? Interesting. Wow. What are you doing, Lippin? Y'all, take his kneecap out.
I don't even know why you need, like, who needs cards? I mean, everybody knows the lyrics, right?
No, not everyone knows the lyrics.
Bells, frogs, big cherries, Peter Pan, magic cheese.
No.
Ah, that's it.
No. Nope. Nope.
Bells, frogs, big cherries, Peter Pan, magic cheese, set me rotten.
I hate you. I hate so much about you. Wow. Some rude ass shit there, Zidane. Uh-oh.
Bells, frogs, cherries, cheese. Wow. It's like if Diablos was a horse. Wow. All right. I'm not. I don't even know if Thievery's gonna do that much damage.
I don't know.
Oof.
Yeah, this guy slaps, considering the fact that we are alone. But I do have auto regen, so I'm healing
Yeah,
up during... That's the other reason why I'm
Oh,
doing
wow.
Thievery, is I'm
Yeah, I
healing
didn't
while
notice.
the animation happens.
Yeah, that still does more damage. But not as much as I thought it would, like, buy as much as that. Oh! I might be one of these characters. I need to... Yep. That's me. I will not jump, so like we can split aggro a little bit.
What ifs?
Oh, I should do that one skill where it's just like random what happens.
You should not. You should really not do
sure.
that.
I could, though. It might be super helpful.
You should really, really not
What
do
is
that.
What is that skill? That's 6 dragons, yeah?
You fuck off. Now, what's cherry blossoms?
Cherry blossoms? Yeah, I was just doing that because I haven't seen it yet.
Apparently it's pretty good.
Amount of damage depends on enemy's HP. Is it lower, more?
I don't know. It's a miss is what it is.
sure you don't want to do Six Dragons?
I'm really sure I don't want to do Six Dragons.
Yeah, if ever there's an opportunity to go see Distant Worlds, I will be there.
I will be there, but I don't know, like, concerts this day and age is fucking, they're expensive as shit. Like,
yeah. Houston is driving distance.
but Houston is like a day of driving distance.
Yeah.
Like, I have, oh, look at that. I have family in Houston, so like, when we go to visit, that's like, okay, the day you're going down there is the drive down.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that they were still, like, doing those shows. Shit, now I've got to put my money where my mouth is. July. God, and we're already going to Wisconsin in June.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Did you get your invitation yet?
I did, and I sent my money to the Jake.
I still
We need to
just
decide.
like Cash App him or something.
Did you wanna travel together? Did you want to go separate or what? Did you care? I don't know if it's work.
I don't particularly care. I assumed that we were going to be traveling together, but
Like,
you know,
I mean,
if there is complication or reason for us not to be doing so, then I am also okay with that.
yeah, I don't care either way. Like, I enjoy the company, but I mean that generally means you're gonna have to drive your ass out up here.
All right, I think this one's pretty much you.
Just me. I'll just fucking dark side. I don't care. And we've been investing in it. Might as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rah. I like that they are letting this song rock.
Yeah, pretty good.
That is a buff mantis, by the way. Just throwing that out there. That is a buff ass mantis.
Oh shit! Get him,
Oh,
Rusty!
he doing it. You guys. Wow. He actually looking cool.
Yeah, for once, actually looking cool. Wow! Don't forget that hurts you, sir.
Nothing's gonna happen. We got White Wind. What?
What?
It's fine. We have White Wind. Auto life learned. I like how Zidane just jumped into that fight just to make sure he could grab the experience in AP.
Tackle him! Also, I do think that this sequence would be really, really cool, or could be made really, really cool in a redone, like a remake, right? Like, I think part of the reason, one, I feel like every time I play one of these games, I start talking about how good they could be with the remake, but I'm kind of a little leaning on this whole FF9 things because of all the rumors here lately of FF9 stuff, so, you know. Like, did you see the flurry or whatever it was because the FF9 trailer showed back up on, where was it, like on the Nintendo or some store, right? It showed back up on some storefront like Amazon or something like that. And everyone was like, "Oh shit! Why did they
It's happening.
Why did they put that out again? You know? It's like, okay, y'all. Okay, this one is actually potentially dicey, so fingers crossed. That's why I save stated.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, he is so happy.
He look at that Balchinian.
Kick him in his nutsack chicken.
Okay. That's okay. He has a move that can reduce your HP to 1. So. That NVIDIA leak a few months back included FF9 Remake as well as FFT HD Remaster, right? Like, yeah, that's another example of shit going down.
Don't even.
I mean, I would So
a remaster. Again, I don't think there's much of a reason to have a remaster. We already have Lion War.
Yeah, that's my thing about that. Like, I would be so excited about anything FF Tactics new, excepting that if it's just an HD remaster, like, I just can't. Oh, this is it.
Yeah, go ahead and. It didn't do the thing.
I might have been protected against Earth
whatever
or something?
that was.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, anyways, like I was saying, like, it just, I absolutely adore FF Tactics, but like, you're right, we got Lion War, and that was basically an HD remaster with a polish for story. So like, I don't, probably just be a port of Lion War to modern consoles since you can only play it on mobile right now. Yeah. Ah!
I still have a PSP. I still have Lion War on it.
Yeah. Oh! Well, hello! I like how she shows up healing you. Like, that was cool.
Dragon Turtle's like, I can't believe you did that.
That shit ain't supported anymore. It's retro.
The PSP is retro.
It is retro. Wow. Oh, fuck.
Don't die.
I'll try not to. I make no promises, though.
That healed you. You're healing from earth damage. Both of you just healed from earth damage.
I must have some item on, basically. You're ready for the SRPG Renaissance?
Yep.
Are we expecting an SRPG Renaissance?
Yeah.
Because look, that is my era to live in. Is if there is an SRPG Renaissance,
Can you imagine a new Shining Force?
That is just the
Force?
encapsulation of like my existence right there. Like, my god.
Tactics Ogre.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lumpy Seal Tactics.
Less
Fucking. Oh, I guess that's the next generation. If we're talking like just Generation 4. 4 and 5, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, there's an area around there. Like, harkening back to ye olden days, if I could get some Ogre Battle back, like, not Tactics Ogre, but actual Ogre Battle back, that would also be
Eternal Eyes.
I don't see. I hear Eternal Eyes come up every once in a while, but I don't think I ever actually played Eternal Eyes. I think so. I think I actually, like, during my age of emulating everything, I think I grabbed it and booted it up and then was like, oh, that's what this is, and then didn't continue, basically. But get over yourself, Zidane, you whiny bitch.
But yeah, as far as SRPGs goes, I've been enjoying. I haven't really sat down and put a whole lot of time into triangle strategy yet, but I'm like on chapter 6, and it's been. I'm looking forward to getting into it. If I can ever pull myself away from Elden Ring.
I'm so like I'm ready. I'm ready. But again, how would I feel if I found out I was just a nuke given a body? Oh, are you I'm supposed to give Zidane some slack? Look, if I found out I was basically just an angel of death given a body.
I mean, you have free will though, so are you?
I don't know. I honestly I feel like I would talk a good game, or could talk a good game about it, but I have no idea how that would affect me. I can't. The thing is I don't think I can really fathom the actual like impact and what would be at stake in my mind there. Like I can say the words, but I can't process that emotion. Like it just wouldn't happen. You finally got to the point in triangle strategy that was in the first demo. Nice.
I didn't ever play the demo, but I had to look it up. I wanted to ask Malachi, but I didn't want him to have to say anything spoilery, so I just looked it up. And that's the fight that the thing I told you happened.
Oh yeah. I think I might be aware of what fight you're talking about.
Because if you played the demo, then you played the fight.
Yeah. It might not be exactly the same anymore, but yeah, I believe that is the case. All right, so we did the thing.
I did not. All right, look, there was not even an option for that, my man.
I did in the demo. I burned the shit out of that place.
Oh well, I don't know what differences are between the demo and the actual game, but I have yet to be presented with an option to burn anything. I don't remember anybody being like, "Hey, arsony."
Nice. Okay. We have a party. Let's go.
Yeah, no, there's been nothing in the story where someone's like, "Hey, would you like to burn the shit out of something?"
Maybe you're not all the way through that section.
I looked at the conversation that was being had. Maybe we should skip around in the video.
All right, we gotta stop Garland.
Garland. It might be after the fight. Oh, he's great, man. I mean, he's not happy, but he's alive.
So you didn't turn him over. Gotcha.
There's an option to turn Roland over? Who would do that? He's your bestie. He's Sarah Noah's bestie. Why do you guys know more about the game than I do, and I've been playing it?
See, now I'm not sure where exactly you are, because that definitely happens in the demo. No, I
I'm
don't
not
think he's trolling.
I'm like, look, cards on the table.
I
dude,
think Jay is
I don't know what
right
you're talking about. Turning,
before.
rolling in, or burning a village. These are things that have not happened.
I think you have gotten right to the point where the demo actually starts. So
Now there was a major decision a few chapters back, and maybe that happens in
maybe
the
that
other...
influences, yeah.
Yeah. Well, shit has hit the fan. Shit has definitely hit the fan.
Okay, who do you want on as your party members?
Let's see. Still want to take Vivi. It's just he's just been doing so much good work.
Vivi's
I want
in.
Vivi.
Who else?
And I feel like Gordon's been in a while. Let's pull in. Let's do Freya. I want to harass you with 6 dragons.
Great. All right. I think that is where we're going to go ahead and call this episode. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time for more Final Fantasy IX. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.